The Forest of Dean is my favourite place. It offers so many wonderful walks and lots of lovely places to visit. Over the years, I've been very lucky to have explored and gotten to know it thoroughly. Well, today I've decided to return to one such location where I've probably visited more often than most other parts of the forest, and which takes me back a particularly long way in my personal memories.
The last time I came to this part of the Forest of Dean was 22 years ago. Now, I never like to say I've got a favourite part of the Forest of Dean, but this particular location I had a certain affection for. And that's because this was one of the first places that I used to come to with my family for picnics on weekends and on my birthday, so it's really great to come back today. This is Cannop Ponds.
Cannop Ponds are two large ponds in the Forest of Dean, just north of Park End. The ponds and surrounding area is a well-known site for wildlife, including mandarin ducks, and is a popular tourist destination. An area of reeds above the upper pond, known as Cannop Bridge Marsh, is a 22-acre nature reserve managed by the Gloucestershire Wildlife Trust. The marsh is surrounded by relics of the area's industrial heritage, as it lies in the heart of the Forest of Dean coal measures. There is a bridge and causeway on the southern boundary, separating the marsh within the reserve from the upper pond. The Cannop Brook flows through the centre of the reserve and opens at the southern end into the upper pond. There is a disused mineral railway line, now a Forestry Commission road, on the eastern boundary, and there are disused railway sidings at the northern end.
Some lovely memories being back here. We used to have some really nice picnics with the family, so it did become one of our favourite spots, to be fair. The last time I came here, I was with a couple of friends from Bristol again. They were having a game of Scrabble on the picnic table there. What's the matter with them? All this lovely countryside around them, and they sit there playing Scrabble.
Facilities at Cannop Ponds include a large car park, information boards, picnic tables and a waymarked walk. The ponds also feature on the Forest of Dean family cycle trail. The ponds are used for fishing by the Yorkley Angling Club from the 1st of May to the 31st of March each year. This is the lower pond, which was created in 1825 to supply water via a leat to a water wheel at Park End Ironworks. The flow of water proved unreliable, and the upper pond was added in 1829 to boost the supply, I continued to walk southwards beside the lower pond. At the far end of the pond, I could see the Cannop brook flowing down in front of me. I turned right here, crossing a footbridge to reach the Forest of Dean stoneworks.
Lovely, just lovely. Well, it's now time for me to actually start my walk now.
The Forest of Dean stoneworks, which uses Pennant sandstone quarried from where I will be passing soon, mark the start of my walk. I crossed the main road and took the gravelly track marked with a Gloucestershire Way signpost, quickly turning left by a huge boulder to follow the line of the Bixslade tram road. The stone sleepers, which supported the rails of the tram road, were very evident in places and made my route finding easy. After a while, I passed the entrance to the mine train quarry. This quarry, which provided Pennant sandstone for the rebuilding of Cardiff Castle in 1899, is still in operation today, producing massive blockstone from beds 4 metres thick, together with building and walling stone, using machinery and drilling rather than explosives. Beyond the quarry, the tram roads continued up Bixslade, now as a grassy path, passing a number of coal and stone workings hidden in the undergrowth. Eventually, the path emerged near the cliff face of Bixhead Quarry, but I turned off just beyond the quarry entrance onto a narrow path, turning right at a crossroads of paths and dropping down to the B4226 Speech House Road. I crossed the road to a lane leading towards Worcester Lodge, but soon turned off again to follow the Beechenhurst trail, I didn't find this part of the route too clear, however, as I found myself walking into Lodge Inclosure, and checking the map, I could see that the trail didn't actually pass through here, so I had clearly missed a waymark or two somewhere before here. I eventually managed to find myself back on the right route, as I followed a forest track for a short distance before turning right to leave the Beechenhurst trail. Here I descended quite sharply on a stony path, angling down to the dry valley of Wimberry Slade. Just before another forest road, I turned right down the valley, with stone tramroad sleepers again visible in places. I could see another of the forest's surviving free mines, the Cannop Drift, lying in the valley bottom to the left of the path. The route then passed to the left of the Cannop Colliery, which closed in 1960. The colliery buildings are now a council depot, and the mine office the Cannop Cycle Centre. The centre is the starting point for the Forest of Dean Family Cycle Trail, which consists of 11 miles of waymarked surface tracks. As well as hiring bikes, Pedal a Bike Away also offers refreshments, toilets and a bike workshop. From the cycle centre, I crossed the B4234 to reach a path which merged with a cycle track on a disused railway. I went left on a signposted track, which would lead directly to my next stop on the walk.
When I used to have my picnics with my family at Cannop Ponds, on the same days we often used to come to this place nearby. This is Beechenhurst.
I arrived at Beechenhurst, the Forestry Commission Visitor Centre, with its shop, cafe and open grassy picnic area. Beechenhurst is the starting point for the famous Sculpture Trail, and there are additional waymarked walks of varying lengths beginning from here. My route ran across the picnic area and down to the Speech House Road. Crossing over, I followed the forestry track leading south through the mixed woodland of Foxberries, where it is possible to get the occasional glimpse of fallow deer. before long, I found myself back at Cannop Ponds.
It has been lovely coming back to Cannop Ponds. I know I've said before that there are so many lovely places in the forest, which there are, so I can't say that I've got a favourite, but I must admit that I do have a soft spot for Cannop Ponds. I think that's because of the family ties, because of the memories I have when I used to come with my mum and my grandparents when we used to have picnics here, so I think because of that I'm always going to have a special fondness for Cannop Ponds.